Hey guys, Takemichi again. This movie with Takemichi was born and raised by the Yakuza. The redo. The series is probably one of the favorites I've done. It's just Tokyo Revengers. There's not really much to do in it currently, so it's gonna be it was a little weird. But yeah, so the series I can do a little bit more with it. So let's go. So Takemichi will be raised by the Yakuza. His parents were already in the Yakuza, but they had died due to another group, and well, the Yakuza group they were in took in Takemichi. Now, the leader of the Yakuza group would be named Tatsu, and he has a wife. And, well, he has a girlfriend who's not his wife yet, but he wants to make her his wife. And by the time Takemichi is around 12, the Yakuza group disbands, but Takemichi still lives with Tatsu and his wife. Tatsu, who's already insanely strong, but teaches Takemichi everything that he knows. And what Takemichi basically learned is a mixture of, not mixture, but just MMA purely. Now, pause real quick. So, Takemichi would take some MMA classes, but actually learn different martial arts, like the basics of martial arts from Tatsu. So, the martial arts he would learn, one of them being boxing, kickboxing, capoeira, and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So, he knows the basics of each martial art, and he does have some he does have some friends, and well, Takemichi is a little bit bigger and a little bit more intimidating. His average attire is just either school clothes or this, and this stays all the way until he's an adult. Takemichi has a few tattoos consisting of just like basic dragons. Well, not basic, but he has some dragon tattoos. On his hand, he does have some Bible verse, something like that. Just some generic tattoos. So yeah, now his friends, they're still the same. Takemichi still dates Hina, but her parents actually approve of him, despite him being a little rough around the edges or seeming like seems very like thuggish, but is actually very kind. But yeah, now Hina still dies, but Takemichi, when she dies, Hina's actually his girlfriend. Though that kind of sends him on like a vengeance streak. In the middle of him on his vengeance streak, well, he takes down multiple members of Tomon to the point where he's even killed some. But Tatsu and Miku had already moved away, so it was just him doing it himself. One day he's at the train tracks and he's pushed onto the tracks. And he's put in the past. Now, this around the day he still has to fight Kiyomasa. But Takemichi by no means is stupid. He's actually very intelligent. No, not like Sasaki levels, but still smart. So, by default, he does take some notes because he does he's in the past. He leaves his house. Well, he leaves Tatsu and Miku's house. And, well, let's say he's not beat up by Kiyomasa, but he skips out on the fight because he wanted to hang out with Tatsu because Tatsu invited him somewhere. But his friends did not stay friends with him. Then she tells Tatsu he's actually going to go. His friends are asking him to go somewhere, and Tatsu actually encourages him to go with his friends. Because not canonically, but in the original timeline for Takemichi, he never actually told Tatsu his friends and him were going to meet. He's went with Tatsu. So he told Tatsu his friends were actually asking him to go somewhere, Tatsu said, go. So Takemichi goes with his friends, they go out for burgers, and then the Kiyomasa thing. Now Kiyomasa, talking to them like trash talking mainly. Takemichi actually grabs Kiyomasa, puts him down to his level, and boots slapping the absolute hell out of him. And Kiyomasa's guys actually try to pull Takemichi away and pull Kiyomasa back, but Kiyomasa keeps getting slapped in the face. Where Kiyomasa's spitting up blood and actually going down on his knees apologizing. Takemichi stopped once he apologized. Takemichi this time already has the dragon tattoo going across his arms. And it's not like dragons, but it's like Wei Shen. He has like those kind of dragon tattoos. And when Kiyomasa's guys kind of backed up, when Kiyomasa apologized, the guy's like, oh, Kiyomasa, you damn pussy, and ran at Takemichi. But Takemichi just jumps in the air and does a very swift roundhouse kick to the guy's head. And then jumps off that guy and just kind of shoulder tackle, sort of blocks the other guy. Kiyomasa kind of was just on his knees kind of shivering, because his face is all swollen up, he's spitting up blood, he's not okay. Well, eventually, we go to when Takemichi and his friends are hanging out. When they're done, Takemichi would go to visit Hina. Him and Hina's mother still get along pretty well. But, well, I guess the only thing that would be kind of important would be him going back to the past. But when Naoto being bullied, well, the first thing he does is like slap the hell out of the first bully, hard enough to make the kid just actually fall to the ground and hold his face and start crying. Takemichi did teach Naoto a simple thing, and actually in front of Naoto's parents and Hina. If someone is ever talking shit to you, give them 1-2, or the biggest bitch slap of their life. And Naoto took the bitch slap route. and it worked. So yeah, Takemichi does tell Naruto, like, you're gonna die on this date, you're gonna die this time, and yeah. Now he does go back to the future. Him and Naruto keep talking. It kind of goes the exact same way. It just ends a day earlier because Takemichi is not stupid. Like, he's not dumb, and well, he's not dumb canonically. It's just he's not as smart as like Naruto. But Takemichi's intelligence is above average at least. So I'm actually gonna pause here before he goes back to, like, as he goes back to the past. I have to go, but I just want to get this out real quick, like kind of like an intro to the redo. So I talk so fast in this one, just want to get this over with fast. Hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe, comment for another part, or not comment for another part. You don't need to comment for another part. I'm gonna do the continuation. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Bye.